Hello everybody and welcome to the Time for News, where we go over the newsy things about Dead by Daylight because, well, I can't be bothered to do like anymore like I've been doing. I thought it'd be kind of nice to do something like this, but let's get right into the news. First on our list today, we are looking at the tweet out from Behavior, which is the Dead by Daylight developer. Hello Xbox users, the Lullaby for the Dark Chapter will be free. It isn't available yet if you can see it in the store today, which means you can see it but not purchase or obtain it in any way. This means that it is officially done on Xbox and I have no idea why they're holding it. This caused a mass outrage of crazy people to be very, well, how do we put it, angry. Even I had to step in a little bit and put some kind of, I don't know, logic slapped up amongst the Twitters, and to be fair, a lot of people are just angry that they're not communicating in the way they would like. I did my best to calm some people, maybe sass, I don't know. I tried to. That one got me. That one got me really good. Before we jump into why they won't give you any dates, let's just understand the process here. For PC, patches go through immediately and there is no waiting. Once a patch is ready, the developers are just able to upload it to Steam and we are able to download it immediately. However, when it comes to Microsoft and Sony, their consoles go through a certification process. And certification process is very based on your reputation with that company. Sometimes if you're well known with Microsoft or Sony, they'll push you a little faster, they'll give you a little expedite, but don't forget that Behavior is an indie company. No matter how much you think they're this gigantic corporation, so please do me a favor and try to cut them maybe a little slack, and let's do our effort, which is this. I'm doing my effort, people, doing my effort, and we are trying to, you know, spread the word so everybody understands what's going on. So since PC players just get the patches immediately, it's far easier to update PC. Now when we get to consoles, they have to go through that certification process, which depending can take longer or shorter, and they just have to go with whatever Microsoft or Sony say as far as the certification goes. If the certification fails midway and they have to fix something in order to get it through, that just extends the time. And knowing the developers, they're not the most experienced people in the world, but they'll likely have to make a couple of corrections along the way. If so, that'll extend the time, hence why they won't give you a release date without themselves knowing. On top of that, if they were to give you a specific date and it does not happen, you will be far more angry with them that they did not meet their promise to you. Therefore, they stay quiet. On top of that, don't forget they are a business, and any contracts or agreements they have with other companies, especially since they have licensed characters with this game, can break some terms, and they can't exactly go against those terms, else lose all their credibility, whatever the contract has. So as far as Myers is concerned, if they said you're not allowed to tell people when this comes out, they can't tell you when it comes out. Do we know what the agreements are? I don't. I don't know who does, but I do know that things like that happen in that way. There are agreements, marketing, several things, and if you've ever seen the developer stream, they do their best to inform you that it's not always that they want to just keep this information from you because they're lazy. They have to, or they don't know themselves. And again, if they were to tell you, I don't know, and answer everybody, we don't have a time every single time, if they don't answer you a specific date, they don't have a time or cannot tell you the time. It's as simple as that. However, lucky us today, they released the dates. Unbelievably, PS4 in North America will be getting The Huntress in A Lullaby for the Dark with David King on August 21st, followed by 4 days of waiting until we get Michael Myers and Laurie Strode, which also come with the maps at the respective time. Now, the DLC for A Lullaby from the Dark is free, as determined from the prior tweet, but the Halloween DLC is not. It is a licensed character, and they will have to pay licensing fees, which means we, in turn, have to pay for the DLC. So 4 days after the Huntress, make sure you get used to the Huntress real fast, because Myers gonna be scary as hell. But remember, this is PS4. PS4 of Europe and Xbox One are still waiting. So this is where they did an extra above and beyond to let you know they don't know and they can't tell you. They won't tell you. As a business, it's a very bad idea to tell you what seems to be just give me an ETA, because they can't. If they don't know. They've done everything in their power at this point to give you as much as they can. But I'm happy that they finally went out of their way to get at least some sort of confirmation out there. So when everybody is complaining that it doesn't take this long for certification, obviously it does, because PS4 is getting it in North America, Europe is obviously taking longer, and Xbox is just not accepting it just yet. So just calm down on the tweets, chill everybody, we're okay, the fires are out. And next on the list of news that was released today, Crotus Prenn Asylum exploit is now officially a permaban notice. Starting now, they are banning players who abuse the Asylum exploit and take the game hostage or gain an advantage to escape the killer. And somebody has done this to me, and I have full-on footage, and you know who you are. You bastard. But either way, it should be known that if you are exploiting something that obviously provides you an unintended advantage, it's not a good idea to use that. Using flashlights with a wire spool was obviously not intended, so if you exploit that, you can expect a ban. Now, they did allow people to slide with it, but it seems like they're going to be cracking down on the Asylum exploit. Now, am I going to tell you how to do it? No. But just know if it's obviously something that is a little out of the norm, it's not that hard. You just use your noggins a bit there, please. It's not that hard. Anyways, so here's how you do the report. Let's not skip the report. How to report: you successfully file a report. You need to get the unique ID of the player. So this exploit is, I believe, PC, very specific, but if you see people doing any kind of exploits anywhere else, you can kind of follow this. Remember, they don't want screenshots, they want full-on video. So get your recorders ready, get them out, catch those exploiters, and ban them good, because you don't need that kind of crap in this community. Anyone who abuses this kind of exploit deserves a good ban, because you are breaking TOS. And if you don't know what the term service is, it's kind of that thing you never read and totally agree to, and unfortunately, by clearly abusing a bug that is not intended, is bannable. So you get your link, you get your video, and you send it to one of these mods. Now, the link will be in the description below to access this exact page if you don't. So if you're looking to report somebody, that's the best way. Another thing to keep in mind is don't keep pushing for reports. That's kind of big, but just put one report in, they'll get to it eventually. If they don't get to it immediately, it's because they're busy with other things. They've only got a few people on this. They're an indie developer. Again, cut them some slack. And finally on the news today, we have "You lost your save data, please read this." This pertains mostly to PC, but I'll have a console kind of help for you too here in just a minute. So stick with us, we're almost done. So first you want to do if you lost your save file is link your Steam profile page, get the number of hours played before you lost, progress, characters that you achieved, and get a screen cap of your player ID, which looks like that crazy thing right about there. There you go. You can't miss that. It is as simple as that. Then you email deadbydaylight@bhvr.com. Now, that goes for anybody. If you have issues and you need to contact the devs, email deadbydaylight@bhvr. If you are curious to the status of your ticket, do not email them again. They go in order and solve as much as they can, as fast as they can, and by sending more tickets in, you waste their time. And when you waste their time, you slow it down for yourself and everybody else. So don't be that dickbag. Don't do it. Don't get away from that button. I know what you're doing. Anyways, if you want to reach this link as well, link in the description down below to get to this page. That should help you out. Finally, here's some advice for you to set up a backup save so that you don't have to worry about contacting them and you can just pull your own save back up yourself. Follow these steps. I'm not going to go over it. Don't have time for that, but essentially that should help PC players, console players. Just send an email to that email up above. It's the best you can do. And that's it for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all had a wonderful time. If you do like this new format on things that we do, give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know. Give me some feedback here. I'm ready for your rage, internet. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your time. And as always, good game.